game in the series, and if we're lucky, a third game as well. Who knows what is in store for us with this series that we've got on our hands. Evil Geniuses taking on Virtus Pro in the Corsair Dream League Season 11. And we're well into the draft here with Admiral Bulldog, Lizard, and Sir Action Select. Gentlemen, we've got another Lone Druid. We got an Earth Spirit on our hands. Don't have a Lycan ban. But what are we thinking about this opening?
So proud. Such hubris coming out from Virtus Pro. It's the same freaking thing.
Yeah, the only... Yeah, they banned out the Nikes as well. The Viper goes through.
They feel absolutely like they had that game. They just had a little mishap there in minute 20, so they feel like super confident still. Just
there's the Lycan ban, however. They don't really feel super confident about that hero.
But something that had like going super well for them was that the Viper didn't have a game. Like, sure, he came back later because of the mishap of VP, but if Viper has a good lane or a decent lane at least, and you know he's actually a hero, he's like just gonna counter the Lone Druid pretty heavily.
Yeah, but maybe
10 seconds remaining.
that Viper didn't have a good game because he died solo to a puck, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what we expect now is gonna happen. Right? He's not gonna die solo again to no one, I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know about Sunil though.
Maybe this game he just plays all right, and as you said, counters that Lone Druid.
Maybe he solo kills no one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really machine gunning through this, boys. A lot of bans, a lot of picks, real quick. I think both teams know exactly what they want to do here.
Contrary to previous game, we have still got a Spectre in the pool. VP likes to ban out cores in that second phase against EG, and previously was PA and Spectre. Obviously, they chose the Lycan this time because of that first game. So Spectre is still comfort pick for EG. Personally, I don't really like it that much, though.
Yeah, it does not comfort me, for sure. Very high-stress games that they come out with that Spectre pick there. But Disruptor, our CIS Classic. I always like Disruptor against Earth Spirit, you know? He goes in, and then he gets a little bit more than he bargained for, and he can't go back out.
Yeah, they can't run away from that either, which is good. They do have to swap out the Earth Spirit for Pangolier, though, which is... You can rotate a lot and kill people, but you do like the team fight now, so S4 has to take that role.
5 seconds
You can't really scale with that Earth Spirit as well as you could with Pango.
Yeah.
In that last game, at one point, he basically became their fourth core.
I'm thinking what S4 would play now, because he always plays Brewmaster, but that's banned, and the Doom. Which, like, for the big team fighters, Centaur was a classic one, but that hero is kind of out of the meta.
What do you think about Darkseer plus Earth Spirit in this game?
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely classic, and that's a hero you can go pipe on. I still think Underlord is also good.
I do like that Wombo combo more with that Darkseer. We saw some drafts get completely carried by that, but they're going to go with the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, you get some more sustain. You also get a hero that's pretty good in the laning stage. Not too shabby versus Lone Druid and the Bear, obviously because of the cast. And they're the ones that snatched that.
Yeah, they snatched it.
Yeah.
He's smiling about that.
Yeah.
Talk about another Wombo combo, Darkseer into all that Disruptor nonsense going on.
And the Nyx stun as well, so you have something going on there. That's pretty nice. You have the Iron Shell on the Nyx. You can go and creep skip from minute 0 and just get that first creep wave before it reaches the tower.
That's right.
Yes, as you mentioned, Witch Doctor is kind of good against Lone Druid. Just you will always have you're way more likely to get bounce targets from your stun, and the healing sustain is also super good against the Radiant. In a team fight, he'll basically nullify that if he got decent levels at least. I probably want to pick S for his hero now, and just save our TC for last. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. They got last. They don't have last pick.
Big thinking coming out from our drafter Boba here on EG. And a lot to talk about. It's a scary lineup so far. I mean,
Got an itchy nose.
Oof, scary. Who are you running in the mid right here, boys, on VP?
You can last pick it, or you can put the Lone Druid mid, obviously. Right? But I think they're gonna last pick something versus the Viper. What's it gonna be, though? OD is still in the pool.
Yeah,
Razor.
don't need any catch, really, because you got the Disruptor this time around. The Tide Hunter, yeah, I mean, that's your team fighter, obviously, then. It's okay. It's not the scariest for Lone Druid to play against in the lane. And once you get level 5 on Lone Druid, you can kill the Tide. But yeah, they can still put the Lone Druid mid if they want to. And last pick something like a Monkey King. Just to zone out or deal with the Tide Hunter.
Monkey King, Ursa, something similar. These heroes do suffer versus Nether Toxin, but almost everything in the game does. So.
Yeah.
10
What
seconds remaining.
does Arteezy want?
Evil geniuses
They
turn
ban
to
out the OD.
The comfort pick for VP, of course.
Comfort pick for VP, also a hero that can always take down that Tidehunter later on.
Is there any one of those left in the pool that can do about the same?
All right, now, this definitely is not a Spectre game,
10
though, right?
seconds
It wouldn't
remaining.
dare have such hubris on that one.
That would be
5
crazy.
seconds
Right.
remaining.
I mean, they need to lane against Darkseer, so you kind of want a carry that can deal with that easily.
What are some things like that? You looking for a range carry then? Or a melee?
Usually you do. Hero that was in the meta also versus Darkseer before was AM, but he's not really any longer.
Other
It's not
heroes,
great here.
the heroes that are in the pool that Arteezy has played, like Spectre, Sven, were played in their previous matchup against Ninjas in Pajamas.
Virtus Pro.
And they go with that
For the
Sven.
Sven again.
Stand stands ready.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
boy.
EG by the force
Stay
stance.
away from cliffs.
Oh, no, no, no.
Wait. They vacuum up the cliff. Definitely a
Oh, this
possibility.
is bad. This is bad. Our Spirit's always got to have some kick available here.
There you go. They have the Earth Spirit at least to the kicks. So
Yeah.
they have some
10 seconds
reliable save for the cliff.
You guys talk a lot of smack about Carry Sven. I
5
mean,
seconds
we did see it
remaining.
be extremely successful in Arteezy's hands before, though.
He did.
That's more of a, hyper aggressive lineup, though. I don't know if they have the timings with Tidehunter to be able to make that work here.
I wonder how they will play the Darkseer lane. If Sven just get the free farm, it's gonna be a pretty good game. And I don't know if they can punish him too much. Honestly, with a Nyx.
With the Nyx
Darkseer?
and Darkseer, yeah, it doesn't sound way too awesome.
And if they go just behind the tower, then Sven will be super happy. So, I mean, he will definitely get farm. And Viper generally never loses mid. But he did get solo kill last time, but also double damage. And against a Puck who's kind of a lane dominator, I don't know if they want to pick that again. Because they do have catch this time around. They don't need the Puck for that, so they can just go.
If they go for Puck again, they just lack physical damage once
Yeah.
again.
Just do some damage this time around.
So you guys are not convinced it's going to be a mid-draw here for VP?
Drow?
Go.
No, mid-draw. Excuse me.
Drow?
No, not a drow. No one's picking drow.
Chow?
Stupid.
Nah.
I don't think Drow is very
No,
good
I said a
there.
mid-draw. Stop.
A dragon?
No.
I think DK?
All right, I'm done. God, I hate you guys. Jesus.
You didn't even say a hero name. Who did you...
I'm saying, are they going for mid here, or do you think they're going to put the lone druid mid?
Most likely mid. Yeah.
Okay, jeez.
But they're really taking their time, so.
Yeah, I'm not-
Is it back to the Puck? The Puck did well against Viper previously. Razor is still in the pool, of course, as well. Shadow.
Something like
King.
Racer would be fine, I
Eh.
think. I like something like Racer.
You could put that Razor on, yeah.
We've even seen no one on a Necrophos.
Necrophos, Sheever.
I
like.
I didn't make it up.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
they've decided.
Okay,
They have
there you go.
decided they are
Ursa.
going for Mr. Ursa
So that might be Lone Druid mid, right? Most
Yeah.
likely it's Lone Druid mid. They're gonna put the Ursa versus the Tidehunter, or at least that's how they're gonna try and lane it. Perhaps even. Do you think if they put Ursa versus Sven, that could work too?
I don't think they would do that.
It wouldn't be that great, right? Yeah.
I feel like they're just gonna try lane top it once then with their Spirit and Witch Doctor.
Yeah, they would win. Alright. So
Alright.
Ursa versus the Tide, and
Gentlemen, Bulldog, you go first.
I got a little bit angry last game.
Yeah.
Saw that they played, so I don't believe in the bear. I don't believe in the Russian bear, so I'm just gonna go with EG again. Even though they have VP's got pretty good lanes, which is a little bit worrisome, but Viper shouldn't solo die this time around, so he's gonna have a good game, and if Viper has a good game, they're gonna have big issues.
All right, Lizard.
right, Bulldog doesn't believe in Russian bears. I believe in two bears at least. They have the Lone Druid, they have the Ursa. I'm gonna go with VP again.
This time I'm gonna go VP too. I feel like Ursa is one of the only guys that can take out down a Tidehunter. So bear on bear action. I've seen it before. Let's go. VP.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go for VP. Come on, we want a third game. This might just be wishful thinking for me, but hey, who doesn't like game 3 between these two teams? By the way, of course, this game again as well, you can vote for your MVP. The commands are here. Make sure to note how every name is written. It's hashtag and then player name in the Twitch chat once the game has actually started. With that being said, it is time for game number 2 of this series. Let's head over to ODPixel and matumbaman.
Yeah, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's VP versus EG Game 2 about to kick off. I'm ODPixel. I'm joined by matumbaman for this one once again. And we're seeing more bears from the VP side. We're getting the Ursa as well as the Lone Druid. And no one's saying, you know, let Ramses, let me show you how it's done. He's going to be the one rocking the man and the bear this time round. Do you like this a little better from VP this time? Is this looking a bit more hopeful?
To be fair, I'm actually siding with my buddy Lone Druid here, Bulldog. I think this is definitely EG's game. I think Lone Druid is a suboptimal hero. I think it's not that strong, even though they buffed him numerous times. It still feels a bit iffy to play this hero. At the same time, I think the game is gonna come down to these early game laning setups. Like if they get the Ursa versus Tide matchup, or if EG is gonna get their tri-lane against the Ursa. I think VP will struggle heavily if EG is gonna aggro try their Ursa and the Tide plays 1v1 against Darkseer. It's just gonna be dream setup for EG, and I think they'll snowball the game from that. But I mean, it all comes down to this for me.
Because that's the thing. If you're EG, you cannot let that Ursa lane against the Tide lane against the Ursa. Right? Yeah, you have to dodge that. So they will
really
dodge that.
Right? They really want.
You can't just accept. Or is there a point where you sort of have to at the movements to start? You're starting to play with these musical lanes. You do have to stay with that Tide against the Ursa.
If you start on the wrong lanes, you don't really want to walk the whole distance. So a lot of these laning setups is a bit of RNG actually in Dota. Yeah. Like if you get the lanes or you don't get the lanes like you want, it's weird. Like sometimes the enemy team out-mind games you and you get out-mind gamed. So what can you do?
The battle begins.
Looks like the DP is actually getting the laning setup they want right now.
But could we see EG sort of keep the supports up with the Tide, or is that pretty off?
That is actually interesting too. They could skew the matchup by tri-laning with the Tide and let the Sven solo this matchup. I think that's exactly what they want to do actually.
Because RTZ down in this bottom lane, do you farm pretty much okay down here?
He'll farm pretty good, and I feel like Ursa is not that strong on tri-lanes. He's really strong 1v1s and like these 2v1s. Like if he gets like the shitty melee hero on his lane, he's gonna really destroy him. But tri-lanes are not optimal with this hero.
Yeah, looks like for now they'll sort of move it into the dual lane situations with Spirit making his way down towards the bottom. Mid lane matchup, of course, there's Lone Druid versus the Viper. Lone Druid, this is a matchup you're happy?
Yeah, this is pretty Lone Druid favorite matchup, but I feel like Viper will get what he wants from this lane, so it's fine in that sense.
And is there, I mean, obviously yourself as a Viper player, is it, hold that forward bottom lane, did you get the roll in the stun?
Some poking.
Yeah, just a bit of poking. Is there a preference as a Viper player being on the Dire side or the Radiant side? Is one side much better for the access to the jungle, would you say? Or is it
Personally, I like Dire more on Viper, but I feel like it doesn't really matter because you aim for certain strategies with these kind of heroes. So, I mean, Dire jungle is better for Viper because the stacks are more convenient, and Radiant is really hard to get double stack. Like these two big camps that show, like it's really easy to stack them both.
And look up top, Solo is getting run down here by EG. That's going to be first blood for Crit.
Space created, but it's always dangerous to give first pass to Crit. This man can do amazing
We
things.
saw him last game, you know.
Yep.
He's on something, Crit, so you've got to watch out for him having a good start because he will have a huge impact. And on his Spirit, that's definitely one of the heroes that we've seen him do it on so many times in the past.
Yeah, VP is not happy with this laning server right now.
Because it feels bad, but it feels good because he's like, well, we got the Ursa against the Tide, but Tide's brought his friends.
Yeah, he has his two buddies with him, and it's like the bottom lane is like
what do you do if you're VP? I mean, it's the bear can't get in. He can't hit him.
One of their actually like these opportunities is they shell the Nyx with level 2 shell and just TP top lane and like break the lane in that sense. Otherwise their tri lane is just plain weaker because Gush is really strong level 1 spell.
It gives you an insane amount of kill potential if supports get out of position, as we saw with Solo earlier. He has to be careful. As the pull's being made, Crit's going to be there to block off any interference from VP. As this is just more and more time where Ramses is sort of having to worry about being far away from the creep waves, as S4 is getting all the farm that he could hope for up in that top lane.
He's having the dream game.
As Crit just kiting Ramses around, playing around with the Ursa, making sure that Ramses just can't go and hit creeps.
Denied.
Arteezy is actually playing this bottom lane really well. He's playing 1v2 and he's getting a decent farm too.
Now we can see with the mid lane matchup, CS-wise, it's as you expected. No one getting the lead.
Favorite, but once Viper hits the jungling spot, it's like he's gonna be fine. And he can always like. The really good thing about Londor mid, he can push the mid lane tower. Like if you have like an active mid hero on the enemy side of the team, like when they rotate, you just kill the tower. A Viper, he usually doesn't really want to rotate. He just farms jungle, stacks some creeps for himself. If the Lord pushes in the wave, you just come and put some nether toxin in. It kind of pretty much shuts down the push completely.
We will see now both of the EG supports leaving that top lane. So if VP sort of get wind of this, they'll be able to play a little more aggressive. They have already moved Ramses, and one of the reasons why we do now see Fly on that bottom lane.
Yeah, now they decided they
movements.
actually need a better lane for this Ursa warrior. Like Ursa is a snowball hero, he needs a good lane, otherwise he's a mediocre hero. Because if he doesn't get these blink timings, and like some people go drums now because they feel like Blink, like usually you would get these free kills on position 5 supports, like but nowadays like they have like annoying stunts and you can't really kill them, so people go drums and bashers and like these kind of items to kind of play like a more like a more normal like carry type of Ursa.
No, for sure. Yeah, the phase drums builders just seem to be much safer to go. As you, if you get that blink rush, I mean it's all nice to get early.
Yeah, but what happens then? Is like,
yeah, where do you go from there?
You might just bait yourself to death with that item.
Bottom lane, Crit does try for the roll in onto Ramses, but Roger will actually be there to block it off, so Ramses is able to stay safe underneath that tower. So he's starting to get some of the creeps. You know, he's not the core suffering the most at the moment. It is Sumail that's at the bottom of the 6 cores in the map in that unfavorable matchup mid. We'll see contest around the runes as EG will be able to grab the 2 down bottom. And S4 got one of the 1 up top, so 3 out of the 4 bounty runes going the way of EG.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Man, I wish I was this tight on her. He's living the life.
He is. And we'll see why, because as I said, a lot of the games we have seen S4 has struggled in a fair few of them, but this time, the lanes as they are, EG's setting him up for some success as the Tide. He's having a very good start.
Yeah, this is the problem with like these kind of like greedy mid-game supports. Like Nyx scales really well and Disruptor is pretty decent, but early game like their presence is not as strong as Witch Doctor and Earth Spirit. There's flat out stronger supports, and if you have the enemy team has stronger supports, they can kind of dictate the lanes as they wish to. Like wherever they go, they'll have impact.
So Crit there, try for the neutral deny, won't happen.
No one on point.
Little time will be drawn away for the lane. Sumail, he's hoping for a nice tasty rune, and he's just going to get haste. See if he can make a move with that, as he does know that Pasha is making the creep cut here. See if with this haste rune they can get some action going, but looks like they won't try.
Pretty soft kill.
He's just going to go to the jungle.
Yeah, this is the Viper gameplay. Just kill notes for creeps.
Oh, I got a haste rune. I can get to the jungle quicker.
It's so fast. I can farm these creeps, stack these creeps. Whoa.
That's top. I do have the rundown as S4. I'm just going to get any help. There will be a TP in coming through from the Witch Doctor, but the stack's up too quick from the bear.
That's really good rotation.
And they're going to get both of these with a body block from Roger. Fly will fall. Ramses is being allowed to get the final touch, so a double kill for the bear, allowing VP to propel their Ursa to success. Back towards the mid. No one
is in trouble.
Goes for the TP out. There's nothing to cancel it. We'll be able to make the smart read.
There's actually the classic last hit from Ramses too. He just waits for the kill. Oh, give me this kill.
I mean, they know. I mean, as you say, you've got to make sure this Ursa gets something good out of the start. He's had this struggle with the fact that VP were sort of uncertain where to begin to lane him. They've now found that matchup in a way where he can now start to abuse S4 a little bit. Both got the level 5, and S4, for the moment being, is alone in this lane.
Got the Morbid Mask. It's actually funny, like, people would never buy Morbid Mask on this hero before, but now, like, when the Anchor Smash works with the Ally Steal, it's just funny. It's like people running on with Morbid Mask tight armor.
So let's see, EG.
Got the Ravage.
See if they want to commit anything more for that. I mean, they won't need to for Roger, just to slap down with the Maledict. That should pop him. Another kill for EG. Ramses backs up towards the jungle. EG will start to send Fly forward. Go for a bit of scouting, see what Ramses is getting up to.
Also put the ward down.
Radiant's top tower is under
It might be a
attack.
too obvious ward, but just wants to get it out.
Yeah. And we're seeing the power of the Viper as he's well and truly caught up to Mail.
Yeah,
Back onto
this is kinda
42
what happened.
CS. You know, the lane matchup didn't matter, as you say.
Yeah, it doesn't really match the net worth, as you can see, since like most of the lone root creeps are from the lane creeps that give more gold EXP, but Viper has some jungle creeps. And Viper really all he needs actually is EXP pretty much to become the Viper. Like his level 10 talent is just insane with all his spells. Like all his spells work with the spell lifesteal that you get 8%, and the hero just feels super tanky with this all of a sudden. Like you got sustain, you got everything. Like if you would have the Chen combo with the Viper Chen, this hero just keeps stealing life from people.
Peaceful time for Samael back to the jungle. And looking at the Lone Druid as well, of course, no one he is going for the Midas into, obviously, imagine the Radiance. I feel like sometimes we have seen Lone Druids just go for the Radiance over the Midas. Like, when do you do one situation or the other? What sort of makes that decision for you?
You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to call. I would only go Midas if I got really early, like a 6-5 minute Midas. I feel like otherwise it's kind of...
Yeah, because I feel like we're seeing
it.
more success nowadays from just the Radiance Rush.
Yeah, I've talked to Bulldog too about this, and he actually flamed me about going Midas on a Lone Druid. So I was like, I was rethinking it to myself, you know, I've always built Midas on the show. Maybe some games I shouldn't buy Midas. So you get faster Radiance.
Yeah, if you get that Radiance a few minutes early, can do something big. Top lane S4 gets the Ravage out onto the two of them. They'll look for the setup onto Ramses. Crit will be glimpsed back. Ramses still has the ult to rely on, and he's ready to dive in. He's going to pop forward onto Fly. They just start to back off, making sure that the tower won't continue to him after the ult wears off. S4's hunting.
Cutting nicely.
I mean, with this phase boost, he's got the movement speed to get away from S4. Goes for the TP out. Nothing to cancel it anyway if S4 did find him. So Ramses getting that kill, getting out of there. And that was EG using the Ravage. So Ravage is down.
And Ravage. You use Ravage to no kills. Oh boy.
And how we're seeing Arteezy do this game. He's still farming all right. We can see that this is a very close opening. 10 minutes in. Every core is on the same level in farm. Bounty runes, though, they are going to go for a piece all to VP. They get them all, that will be the Midas done on no one.
It's going to be interesting now, since the catapults are spawning and these are very abusable at pushing towers, tier 1s especially. I feel like one or the other teams are going to make a big rotation on these catapults. Usually you want to go for the mid tower with this catapult, because it's really easy to push. It just chips away the tower.
As we can see as well, Samael just having much more of a game this time on his Viper, as he has got the Rod of Atos finished 10 minutes in, a much more respectable timing compared to what he was able to do last game. Top lane S4, glimpse back, setups there, Roger and Ramses run him down.
Easy kill. Tom's finished up on us.
Towards the mid lane though, EG, they're able to get in and on top of the Lone Druid, and no one's not going to get any help. So EG making the quick play. They see that S4 gets gone on top by the two supports. They just dive in mid. They know that there's going to be no backup for that Lone Druid.
A lot of these kind of trades happen in the game, since you know, heroes are in one point, they're killing one hero, so you trade the heroes in a sense.
Arteezy,
that's
power
a nice
deny.
deny from Arteezy.
Getting some damage as well on the pasture, but
He's ready to win.
it's going to be a quick Echo Saber time in this game. So that's the drums for Ramses. Ramses, he needs to get proactive, and so far they've done a great job of getting him involved with those kills up top.
Oh, glimpse? Oh, they got the Viper.
They do,
He's
they
down.
trap him deep in the Static Storm. The damage from Ramses more than enough to kill him off.
That's a mid tower too. Really nice rotation by Solo.
You've got to watch out for these solo players. I mean, he just, in the past,
He
there
is
was that
the
patch. He
disruptor.
is the disruptor. He is. It's him. He has given us so many games in the past on Disruptor, and you know, there was a point where it was just every game, if you didn't ban it, they would pick it.
Bane Disruptor, Bane Disruptor. Good times.
Midas. There we go. There we go.
It's interesting to see, actually, EG moved all 4 heroes to defend this mid tower, because the mid tower is really important. It just controls the Roche area. You can't really make efficient smokes if this mid tower is still alive, so I love to see that move, actually.
And they're taking it. Yeah, they're taking VPs without any contest.
Exactly. VP is, I think they had a blackout in their brain or something. They're actually just farming all side lanes and jungle. Like,
Yeah.
they just let their mid tower go to solo Sven. Like,
Hey, they got to be careful, VP,
what the
about
hell?
As now bottom, S4's, he's got the Ravage available. See if he wants to pop it for Passion. No, won't try and hold him back. It is just him and Fly. Roger is under the cover of Vendetta.
Oh, he's gonna burn them down.
Oh, will they notice?
Oh, he's gonna get him.
Oh, he's got him.
Yes.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Easy kill. That's
Easy.
my favorite kind of kill.
Yeah.
You're
The old
just
Invis Iron
burning
Shell.
him down slowly with Iron Shell.
The thing is, you got to wonder if Fly realizes, like, hang on, I'm losing HP.
It is actually hard to realize.
is,
in the
yeah,
moment. Like, if you're watching
There's
some
no
other-
animation. You're just, your HP's just
yeah,
going.
it's just going down. You're watching some other part of the map. Oh shit! I'm low HP. Help! Put sentry down. Ravage.
Radiant are scanning.
Let's see. As no one. 1200 towards the
Dire's
relic.
top tower is under attack.
I mean, we certainly got a game on our hands here. 13 minutes in, as everybody's getting the ball rolling. Nobody is out of this game at the moment.
This is definitely more evenly matched game this time around.
And talking about, you know, the build, this is also, you know, perfect from Ramsey's. Phase drums, just straight BKB. He knows with that BKB, he gets on top of someone. What are you going to do? You have to have the Viper Strike. That's it. That's the only way you hold him back.
Yeah, it gives him more time to actually do stuff in the fight.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to rely on his ult that
Radiant
much anymore.
structures are fortified.
That's a nice
Dire's
solo
top
tower.
tower.
I mean, he's playing it to a T. So,
I like how he's just solo pushing top tower, just killing tier 1 alone.
and Samael, high skill plays here. The jungling continues.
Yes.
The
Intense
Viper
juggling.
life.
Oh, he's going for the Iron Shell play again. He's actually... Okay, that's more pinged it. Oh,
Is it- he has-
I have an Invis guy on my ass.
There we go. Hey, and Arteezy's going to be there to help him out. And Roger, he may have overstepped the mark on this one, as he will die. Yeah. That didn't work out that time. This was a little bit tankier than a little old Fly Witch Doctor.
I would ravage him just to send him a
Dire's
message.
top tower
I'd
is
ravage
under
after he
attack.
died. To send an even, you know, deeper message.
He had Arcane Rule too, so it would have been worth it.
Yeah, why not? Nothing. It's a pretty slow-paced game. We're 15 minutes in. It's just 7 for 5. Everybody's farming. Arteezy's just going to want to be hitting the creeps for a bit more.
Yeah, usually these stage games are a lot more
Radiant's
slower
bottom
paced than the
tower
group
is
stage
under
games.
attack.
Like,
Yeah.
people usually want to take it more safe. Usually the games, like, literally just come down to, like, a couple
Oh.
of fights.
Ramses just get kicked back into the clutches of the three of them, and they go for the TP. I suppose trying to get around
Oh.
range of Static Storm, but he
He
gets
could've
glimpsed.
ravaged.
But he could have cancelled that TP, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could have.
He could've.
He just didn't.
He just didn't. He didn't want it.
That is a costly misplay.
As now the Invis run down. It's going to be there again. Roger. He's on top of Arteezy. Fly and Arteezy will be able to separate. Roger trying to line up the stun, but there's backup. Samael's in. He's decided to now leave the jungle. He's got that Atos. He's ready to set up for action. Roger's dead. Fly makes sure of that, even dropping the Death Ward down as he gets revenge for when he died at down bottom lane
Very
earlier.
neat little play. Arteezy didn't even run for the Nyx, he just hit the creeps to cleave the Nyx. Cleave is so strong now too, it's buffed so many times.
It's
that
the percent. What is it got up to?
90%. It's almost
90%.
100% damage on it.
Oh,
It's just incredible.
oh, that's a lot of clean.
Radiant's
S4.
tower is under attack.
He's just dead. He's getting outplayed by Solo each and every time.
Oh, the catapult block too.
Solo getting these catches. I mean, that catches him out with a glimpse up top. He sort of mind gamed him, as you say. He could have pressed Ravage. He didn't. He saw Solo and he just got stuck. He didn't know what to do.
It's funny.
Solo's disrupted, just striking fear into the eyes of him.
It's funny how these like plays they escalate so quickly. Like
Yeah.
not popping Ravage top lane on the on the bounty rune to kill the Ursa, and now he just dies with the Ravage, and it feels like he's wasting a lot of time. And finally, VP is actually killing the Mir tier.
Oh, denied the
1
tower? Oh, they didn't. But they got the bear.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, the bear
has
is
fallen.
so much gold on the XP. It's 300 gold, 300 XP. Is just so. It's actually like when you play Necrophos against LD, you just Reaper the bear.
You Reaper the bear.
Yeah, you should definitely Reaper the bear.
Radiant's
It's, so,
bottom
it's
tower
like a
is
free
under
hero
attack.
kill in a
I mean,
sense.
it's a lot of money.
But I feel like VP's strategy has failed a little in this game. They pick Lone Root mid, but they didn't push tier 1 mid early. It's just until now. It's
I guess that's
15
the
minutes in, they
nature of
got
going for the Midas on the bear first, you know, rather than
kind of, yeah.
Radiant
I feel
shot.
like they should have moved more heroes on the catapult waves to mid lane to put some pressure and chip away the tower. Definitely a bit sloppy play from VP.
Ramses, I mean, you can be sure that once he has the BKB, then then they've got to go.
I mean,
like then
they
you get
actually
the
have to go on
BKB,
this
you get
BKB.
Roshan, you get the Aegis, and then you start going with this Ursa Bear.
That's their main objective, actually. Get the BKB and go Roche. Because the Bear can tank the Roshan for the Ursa so he doesn't lose anything.
I'm going to find Solo. It's a good way to start the fight. They could take the Disruptor out. Solo will be gone. No threat of the Static Storm for 30 seconds. EG can now move over, take some of VP's jungle away from them. As Ramsey's very close to having that BKB done.
Yeah, he's definitely spamming his team. Don't take fight, just wait BKB.
And then when he has that, I mean, in these fights as the Ursa, you're popping BKB, who are you charging at? Who are you taking out?
You definitely, Ursa, like these kind of heroes are designed to kill supports, and it's really important to actually focus down the supports because they're the squishiest, and they usually have the most utility in the team.
They've got those high impact spells.
Yes,
they get
usually carries and these offlaners, they have like couple of spells, but you usually get it off because they're tanky and they have items. But if you burst down like Witch Doctor without using Cask or Maledict or the heals even, it's very big. And obviously Earthspear is just a beast if he stays in alive. Like he uses the ulti and suddenly like the whole team starts burning down slowly, so they just need to focus fire correctly.
Okay, Mech finished on the Darks here. We're seeing what's that pipe being built towards by S4. Mech as well, done on EG's side. Samael's got it ready for the team.
Yeah, we're gonna get a really big fight soon.
It's really
all the heroes are hitting their timings actually.
But BKB's nearly done on Arteezy.
Yeah,
everything's getting ready.
Arteezy, BKB, Ursa, Lone Druid is getting Radiance now. It's like I feel like in 2 minutes there's gonna be a big team fight and it's probably deciding the whole game actually.
So nice spike carapace from Roger. We'll hold back S4 and it's Samael's attempt. He's able to live another day as he walks off into the shadows. And yeah, this Radiance timing just about there. A few more creep waves and no one will have it. Looking at the position of the game and the position of the heroes, he should not be tripped up on this final little bit of a hurdle.
This is actually go time for EG. They still don't have the Radiance and it's really good timing to go. The lanes are pushed in bottom too.
Yeah. I guess it's a little scary though, right, as well for EG, because you know now if you choose to take a fight and you lose that fight, you're suddenly conceding Roshan as well, right? You're going to lose two objectives.
But you have to kind of play on your, like, you just have to win the fight, like, you know, it's
just win low.
Yeah, just win low. Like, you got your, like, this is their best chance actually to win a fight. They got the BKB on Sven and Mech on probably Viper and it's goal time.
And the no Radiance on the Lone Druid.
Yes,
that's the big thing.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Lone Druid is not going to be in this fight. It's good bounty room timing too.
S4's going to get found on the side, and that means he gets none of his spells off. That's the Tidehunter gone. No potential for Ravage. Now Ramsey's BKB pop turns towards crit. Arteezy does get the cleave onto the Starks here, at least killing off one. But it's a 2-for-1 trade at the moment. Instant plays there from VP. S4 just caught in the wrong place as that Tide melts at the start of the fight, and Solo is going to be able to find another catch here. Brings back Fly with the glimpse. Arteezy and Samael. Arteezy's got to be a little careful. Doesn't have the BKB. Fly still alive. Should tick down to the Thunderstrike. Oh no, will just survive the mech aura.
Mech region.
Yeah, it did it. It kept him up.
This actually favors VP a lot. They didn't have the Radiance. They actually took a favorable fight regardless. And now they get the Radiance. They have big timing.
I mean, how do you stop that from happening if you're EG? You just have to make sure that S4, he is not the one walking in.
I think they should play on one line. I mean, they have Viper, Sven, and Tide. If everything's clumped up, these heroes are just gonna rip through everything. But S4, for some reason, decided to go through the top side, and our team was on the river, and it's awkward. S4 should also realize like he can't be this beefy Tide this game. Like he needs Blink Dagger and the pipe to actually like the Static Storm gets dropped down on him. The passive doesn't help anymore. He just like disappears.
Yeah, he doesn't get any spells off.
Yeah, and the Ursa really trips through him at this point of the game.
I mean, and as you said, the next fight is not going to be any easier for EG. Having that Basher nearly done on the Ramsey's Bear, and also having that Radiance on no one. Both of the Bears are ready for action on VP's side.
I feel like the next 5 minutes are gonna favor VP a little, and then it's gonna skew down to EG's favor. I think VP has a bit better item timing right now because the Sven doesn't hit that hard yet. But I feel like if Sven gets 1 or 2 more items, he's just gonna carry the game away. And
Arteezy still certainly positioned to do that. Top of the net worth. We'll see if that changes. I mean, last game he easily kept up with the Midas Radiance Lone Druid. I mean, if anything, being on a Sven, it should be even easier for him than on the Lycan to keep up. So you can certainly expect Arteezy to just
I mean, this is definitely one of
stay at the top.
Arteezy's best heroes.
Yeah. I mean, as you were saying to me earlier, it seems like this is the time for Arteezy to shine again. Arteezy Lycan, Arteezy Sven, the boy, he's back at the top.
Boy's back on the top.
Dire are scanning.
EG is not falling for VP's bait. Like, they pushed the bottom lane completely out with Spirit Bear and they're waiting for TPs to go to this tier 2 to defend it so they could get a Roshan. But EG didn't fall for it. Instead, they just traded tower on, like, damage on their tier 2 bottom. And now they're still around Roche ready to contest this.
EG, they have to make a move soon. The Roche is
dying
falling pretty
really
quick. They're not going to make a move.
Dead.
It's gone. I mean, there's no way they can do anything about this. VP's going to get the Roche and the Aegis without any movement from EG coming in. They'll look towards the Nyx Assassin outside the base, but Roger, he does not give a hoot.
Oh yeah, Roger actually made space just for the Roche. He just ran in so they get the free Roshan.
Easy play there for VP.
It's kind of interesting though, like this play indicates that they don't actually want to take the fight, like they feel weak.
And now they try and take the fight.
Yeah.
BKB's popped. Ramses, he just TP's out. He'll avoid the smoke play. The bear, though, may not be as fortunate. They do get the stun upon him, as Lone Druid is going to lose his animal by the looks of it. 300 gold going the way of, I believe, Fly there to the Maledict tick. So it's that's a juicy payout for the Witch Doctor. But yeah, I mean, why, if you're EG, are you not? Did you think they were just totally unaware that Roshan was going down?
I think they didn't realize it's going down so fast. They wanted to take the fight, but the Nyx running in and just giving his life away for the Aegis, it indicates like VP doesn't want to take fight. But I feel like it's a mistake right now because I don't think they're gonna scale harder than EG. Like this, I've seen this matchup Sven versus Ursa so many times. Sven late games just rips through Ursa. Like, what can you do? It's like 4k HP carry Sven, like hitting you is like help.
Yeah, because I get well, you just jump in, you pop the ult and the W, you swipe her off, and then it's like okay, and then you're attacking as slow as hell. You don't kill him in that initial burst, or you don't get anywhere near to killing him.
Yeah, I actually think Sven is a counter to Ursa too. Like you have so much strength, you pop the shield for your teammates, your supports. They don't get bursted by Ursa anymore. They become so tanky.
VP.
Ramses leading the way.
They do get the courier, so EG will be aware that VP are coming with the wrap around Ramses. He's just going to charge straight in. They'll hold him back first with the stun. Now he puts the BKB. He'll look towards S4. They want to get rid of this Tide Hunter before any sort of Ravage comes out. Gets glimpsed to the side of S4. He's trying his best to run away. He is still alive for now. On the backline, though, EG jump in. The Ravage will be used to control the Ursa. Arteezy in the river with the BKB pop. He'll kill off no one. That's the Lone Druid dead. Ramses does find the Tide, but EG, they're still good to continue to fight as they'll look for Passion. Nice vacuum into the Static Storm, but Arteezy is beefy enough to just turn and start slamming them down with the God Strike. That's the Aegis gone on the Ursa. They'll look to take him down a second time for sure. Roger will fall. Double kill for Crit. EG taking them down. Ramses is trying to fight the Sven. The bounty rune will be denied actually by the Centaur, but Sumail has the poison down upon the bear. This Ursa cannot fight against this damage as EG take the fight.
Yeah, it was really scrappy fight for VP. I think they split up too much and they couldn't really burst the Tide fast enough. And he just went all downhill there.
Yeah, losing 4 heroes like that, sure, they got some kills, but we're starting to see the beginning of the problem, you say, by this Sven. It's how do you tackle him?
Yeah, you can see here, like, the Ursa realized, like, he actually just has to pop BKB. He tries to kill the Tide. The glimpse wasn't that good, and he just couldn't kill him. Tide still got his spells off, and meanwhile, EG is just flanking the backlines. So it's like 3 Lone Druid kills. Arteezy says thank you and just max down the Lone Druid.
And I don't know if it would make much of a difference, but you could even say that glimpse actually glimpsed the Tide back in range of Sumail's mech. And that burst heal actually stopped him from dying in that initial burst. So the glimpse kind of worked against them there. Whether it would make a difference, who knows, but...
I mean, I feel like VP is not using their spells together too.
Oh, hang on.
Wait. That's the kill?
Okay.
That's the kill.
All right, back in the game, Arteezy.
Oh, give him the tip. Ramses is mad.
That's really definitely, that's tip-worthy there. What was it? He was out on his own?
He's just okay, we got came back to the game, okay.
Yeah.
Arteezy's dead.
Yeah, I mean, you just killed the Sven.
I would love to see this Darkseer and Nyx playing together. Like Darkseer pings where he's gonna vacuum all the heroes and just impale on spot and
Yeah, we've not
take
seen
the
that.
team fight like
We've
this.
not seen that yet.
I feel like they don't actually want to use their spells together. Like, what's up with that? Like, feels like the synergy is not there right now.
No, we've only seen sort of one vacuum into a static. So I think we've only seen one vacuum this game, really. There's not been the combo otherwise with anything else. But now VP grouping up and pushing. They know Sven's dead for 20 seconds. They want to at least get a tier 2 tower out of this middle lane. S4 does have the Ravage back up in 5 seconds. Roger's already there with the wraparound, has his eyes on Crit. Crit will be able to kick the Nyx assassin up to the high ground. VP continuing to push. They have lost the creeps though for now. Now they're back in. They should... Oh, so they've got to be a little careful with the bear. The bear's dying.
You rock.
Let's see if S4 can get in on anything. They will push them away from that tier 2 tower. Arteezy back to farm. Getting the AC online next. It's that level 18. I mean, this is Sven still continuing to be very, very farmed.
I feel like this AC is going to be the turning point for EG. They only just have to wait for it, and I feel like it's going to be an easy game.
I mean, because at that point, does it sort of come down to a bit of a similar problem as last game, that VP just don't have the damage to... As you look at their heroes, you look at the heroes on EG, it's like, what's the damage? It's the Ursa locking down on one hero, and then what?
Yeah, exactly. Then what happens? Like, I don't know. It's a good question. I feel like EG has drafted better scaling lineups both games so far. And they just play naturally, like they trade kind of even on early mid game, and then late game come and their heroes actually just become straight up better. That's kind of the problem with playing Lone Druid. You actually need to close out the game in 30 minutes, or otherwise, like, I mean, you're a top net worth carry, 14k, and your bear is still like, it does 150 damage if you click on it. It's 150 damage. Sven has like 400 damage.
It does feel odd, it does.
Yes.
And especially when you're having to go these items like the pipe for your team, it's just sort of what game are you trying to play as this Lone Druid? You're not playing to end in the first 30 minutes. You know, with this itemization, it looks like they're intending to scale on, but that's not going to work. Obviously, it's going to be very hard to make work. I think a lot of emphasis
it's hard to make work. I mean, Lone Druid 2 is like, it becomes weaker gradually, but when it hits like the 60-minute mark, it becomes strong again, funnily enough. Like, these talents in the game, they make the game so that the heroes scale differently now. It used to be like Animage counters Medusa and like these like basic rules of Dota 2, but now they gave them talents, like they can change the nature of the heroes. So it's a lot different. For example, like Lone Druid gets 3 BKBs on 25, and the ratting becomes like really annoying at 60 minutes in. And
which I get, you know, that's one of the beauties of the game at the moment, because you get to the stage where it's not like, oh, we're at a point where we can't win. It's, oh, we're at a point where we can't win, but if we get to this next sort of progression in our hero, we can turn the tables.
Yeah. It's funny enough, like these talents are sometimes timings for like people. Like if you get a certain talent on some hero, it really changes the nature of the hero all of a sudden.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
CEG starting to take some easier objectives. The tier 1 tower top's going to be the focus. Same time, VP will come back into the mid lane. They'll finish off what they started, get that tier 2 tower taken down.
Yeah, nothing really happening here. Both teams sticking as 5. VP even smoked up, but didn't find anyone. It's really obvious to like read these moves. Like one guy's pushing one lane deep, and like obviously the other guys are smoked behind him.
Such a careful game really from both teams at the moment. Just 13-13 at 30 minutes in. You can see on the net worth though, S4, he's starting to slip behind as the Tide. Is this much of a worry that the Tide is getting, you know, he's not keeping up in farm, or can he still get it what he needs to be done?
Think he still has the Ravage, and now he has Ghost Scepter. Is actually a key item against Ursa. Now he can actually live through the Static Storm. Like he doesn't need to be worried about dying, since magic damage is not enough for him this game. I think the items on S4 are definitely on point here.
Mid lane, it's easy. So we'll go for this. Has eyes on Roger. Roger will be able to hold back this Sven with the Yules. Still though, Crit's going to continue to follow up. Rolls in. They'll get the kill on the Nyx assassin. They get that pick off.
Ask it. Is he feeling confident now? I think they almost got the AC finish, right?
Oh, he's got it.
He got it.
He's just got it. So this Sven, I mean, Arteezy is once again absolutely doing it with his performance in this second game. He's hitting all the timings. He's staying at the top of the net worth.
Yeah, this is peak timing for EG for sure.
They're so strong at the moment if they go. Because you're at a point where you've got that AC on the Sven, and the AC for the Lone Druid's still a bit of a pipe dream.
Yeah.
He's not going to have it for a good few more
Piper.
minutes. Yeah. We'll see what EG do with this time. I mean, at the same time, how long are we looking on Roche? Is Roche still...
They kind of have to be waiting for the Roche.
Yeah.
It's hard to force these objectives. It gives very good angles for the defending teams to take the fight. And high ground is just hard to push nowadays because people have so much outspam, like all kind of nukes on you when you start pushing, and suddenly you're like low HP and you don't really want to do it. It's easy to flank high ground pushing teams too.
And you would say as well that EG at this point, there's not really a lot of pressure. Like, they can sort of take
Definitely
it
no
chill.
pressure on EG.
Yeah. They can slow it down as much as they need.
The problem with slowing down is sometimes you get caught when you try to slow down the
Sure,
game.
if you relax too much.
Sometimes you relax too much and suddenly the game goes out of hand for you.
Ramses is going to be surged forward. Pops the BKB. He tries to commit straight on to S4. The BKB still going. See if he can actually get anyone killed off during this duration. They have to be careful. And now S4 pops the Ravage out. Easy jumps in straight away onto the Darkseer. This Darkseer in a lot of trouble. He has got another surge to get himself away, but he's been rooted, held in place. Will turn with the vacuum. The Static Storm is down on the rear of the stun. Follow for Roger, but is there any more damage there from VP? I don't think there is. They've lost the Darkseer. It was a nice combo from VP, but there just wasn't any further follow-up. As now EG, they'll turn towards the Nyx Assassin. He'll try and run himself away, but a roll forward from this Earthspirit allows them to close the gap. He's still able to turn and get the stun off Roger, so Roger will actually survive. They do manage to find S4.
In the fight.
That VP, they're actually sort of turning this one around.
Yeah.
They're going to look to S4. He's got that Ghost Scepter. Silence from the Bear. Ursa does have the ult available. Glimpse on S4 brings him back up to the high ground. He'll slide down to low ground, being forced down. S4 still alive. Arteezy. He's going back in. He's got a stun again, but the Yule's dodge. He'll be able to dodge the stun with that Yule Scepter on Roger's Nyx Assassin. Roll forward from crit. He gets rooted immediately. Can they kill any of these heroes though, VP? They're still poking and prodding at EG. Arteezy moves forward. Another stun onto the two of them. Ramses is trying to get his claws in on them. They'll back off to the shrine.
Oh, Darkseer is back.
EG, they've got to be a little careful.
Their stuns now.
They're still trying to commit here, EG. There's the BKB back up again. Ramses goes with the stun straight down on. There's the 3-0 vacuum, dragging them back into the kinetic field, holding them down. Arteezy, though, he has the BKB ready again. Turns towards the Ursa. Ramses, he has the ult. Gets the bash onto Fly. Fly forced up to the high ground. Fly still alive, but Ramses surged up. Will chase him down, but the stun. Arteezy keeps Fly safe. Fly's still alive. As VP just can't get the kills.
Somehow nobody died in this fight. It's like people going at each other, but no one's dying.
No one is dying.
What the hell?
I mean, not even no one is dying. He stayed alive
not
on the
even him.
But it was 13-13 a minute ago. Now it's 14-15. Only like 3 people died in that fight.
This really feels bad, man. As a lone wolf player, though, your bear is dead for 50 seconds, and you just have to like kind of chill, wait for the next bear, and even then you want to wait for another bear. When one dies, you know, you can resummon it. It's like EG kind of is aware of these. They know that the bear just died, and he doesn't have resummon doors, so they really want to re-go here.
And they're ready to go. They will now the top to the middle lane. And Roche is up, so EG, they'll move towards the safe and easy objective if they want to. It looks like they still want to try and favor finding a kill with that timing in mind.
Yeah, it's easier to Roche when you kill one hero, obviously. It's gonna be 4v5 fight if they decide to contest.
And they've got the stun.
Oh, nice.
On to the Darkseer. Is there any way the patch can get out? It will force the side, has the greaves popped. They'll keep Pasha at a safe distance.
Nothing really happening here. It was a good kill attempt, but they couldn't quite get it.
Is under attack.
But EG still very much ready to go. They have Crystallis on Arteezy. Solo's going to step too far forward. Rodovatos is there. There's no saving that Disruptor.
Classic solo moment, going solo boarding and like finding 5 heroes. I've seen that so many times.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's not necessarily bad, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's see as EG. They still want to find more before going for that roast. Mid lane Pasha.
yeah, the Disruptor is kind of useless at this point of the game.
Unless they yeah, with the BKBs, I guess it's really hard.
Like the impact is very low, and the pipe on the tide is like feels like his damage is mediocre. He's only really in these kind of situations that you're winning the fight and you're chasing off the last targets. At the moment, VP doesn't really have what it takes to win the fight, since once the BKB wears off on Ursa, the Viper is just gonna put his Neurotoxin down, and the Ursa doesn't get Furious Vibes anymore, and kind of the whole point of the hero, like doing damage with this Furious Vibes, is just gone.
It's going to be so hard, especially with that E-Blade picked up on Samael. Anyone that Ramses tries to lock down on, you're going to have that Ghost Form that's going to be able to be sent out to them defensively too.
Sumai plays really fantastic supporting role. like support core role. Like he really actually understands this role.
He's having a much better impact this game on his Viper for sure.
Yeah, he understands like what's his job in the game. Like his job is just to stay alive, poison the Ursa, and that's it.
One lane, VP. They'll get a tier 2 tower, but it is going to be a trade that EG comes out on top of as they'll just take the Roshan. Aegis picked up for Arteezy. Sumail's got the cheese ready to go.
Is under attack.
I'm interested. There's no face boost on Bear. I think that's a misplay. Usually this choice of boost is like the best boost on the Spirit Bear actually.
Yeah, because you got to surely for the slot, it's always worth to.
It is worth.
If you're walking around with brown boots at 37 minutes in, it's just not effective.
Yeah, it's on any carry. It's kind of awkward if your carry is running with the brown boost.
But as it is, I guess, yeah, no one just favouring saving up the gold for bigger things still at the moment. He have the Aghanims done for Ramses, so he'll have that sort of high uptime ready to go in with the ult. And also, of course, that ability to react to any sort of stuns.
Yeah, the game is really in an awkward point for VP right now. EG has Aegis and all the cards in their hands, and you're kind of like, they're kind of like trying to look for the angle in this game, like what's the winning condition for this game, and I think they really don't know themselves. So I think they're gonna aim for the split push method, but at the same time, it's like split push is so dead nowadays. Like it's so hard to split push people. Like people are gotten so much better at Dota. It's like the good old alliance times where you could split push your way to win it's non-existent anymore.
Yeah, your enemies are, well, certainly at least at this level, are just not going to make those mistakes and let that happen again.
They're looking to burst on the Viper.
Just walk up to the high ground. They have with the Abyssal Blade knockdown.
Almost didn't finish him. That was a close one.
They get some mail. See if they can get more Ramses. He's heading over to the mid. They do have the stun control on S4. There's the Ghost Scepter. S4 will be able to back off. There's going to be a buyback from Sumail. EG want to try and take this fight. Crit rolls forward. Arteezy's in with the stun onto Roger. Bam! The crits come through. And that's going to be a dead. Nixon's out of the vacuum. Into the static storm. S4 in trouble. S4's dead. The Tidy's got. He has got buyback. He may have to use it. We'll see if he feels sort of pushed to do so. They're trying to get the bear out of here. Ramses, he's got ult back up in 5 seconds. He's surged out. Can he get away? The Rotovator's holding him down. The ult back in a second. Is it going to be there sooner if he has got it? And that, is it enough to keep him alive? Crit rolls forward, kicks him back. They'll get the kill. Ursa is dead.
Why is Londred in the base?
What?
This is in the enemy base.
No.
Hello? Okay.
Oh,
at least he got the flag kill.
Okay.
Worth it. Oh, so man is like, okay, let's kill the bear first for the, you know, get the money in and kill the hero after.
Oh no.
Oh what? He destroyed some item actually.
No, he didn't.
No?
Did he? I mean,
I thought he did. I thought he dropped like Blightstorm or something into the ground.
Nah, he still goes
I think we need an Easter.
Did he? He's not. He wouldn't do that in an official.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I mean, if you say it, it has to be true, you know?
He's a professional gamer, him, Matter.
Yes. What have we here? For sure, for sure.
But you've got to certainly feel the frustration at the moment from VP in terms of how they can actually sort of get this game going back their way. It's so hard. We'll see the... Did he drop anything? What did he have?
All right, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, he probably dropped the branch. I think he dropped the branch. He dropped the branch.
I knew it.
It's a sign. The GG
3-2-2. 3-2-2.
I didn't even see it. It just disappeared on the floor.
Yeah, he just killed it.
Yeah, just dropped the branch.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Minus
attack.
25 gold.
The efficiency in the farm slowed down. As now EG pushing in the mid. Tier 2 towers taken.
Actually, now I know why he did it. He made a sacrifice to the gods to win this game.
Maybe it will work. Maybe it will work. It'll be a bit of a long shot. But at this point in time, VP certainly need everything they can get.
Look at that tower. It's just fucking Arteezy.
It's just gone.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The Arteezy's fan. Ramses is trying to build to survive. Satanic's queued up next on the Ursa. Still definitely the damage issue there for VP overall, though. In terms
it's kind of common theme of this game. This game is VP picks Lone Root lineups that don't really like have damage. I mean, it's kind of a big problem if your player like 2 position doesn't do much damage. It's the same with like the Puck. They had Puck, they didn't do that much damage. Now they have like Lone Root again. It's like it's okay, but it doesn't really do that much damage. It's only the Radiance Burn, and if the enemy team has Greaves Pipe, you feel like useless. Because it's just Pipe of Greaves just negates all the damage.
Once again, sort of that point in the game where you look at Crit, he's starting to get BKB, and when the supports are getting BKBs, you know it's going to be hard.
Yeah, the Earth Spirit is rocking the gold minute talent. You know, in all of these heroes like Podge, Earth Spirit, you get the gold minute talent, and all of a sudden you feel like the king.
He's certainly doing. Crit certainly will be right now. He's going to know that EG have a firm hold on this game at the moment.
I think the biggest advantage if you have if you have the map for yourself, after 40 minutes you can control both the two runes. It's actually really important. Like these runes have so much impact to the game. Like Arcane Rune on Viper or DD Rune on Sven or even Haste Rune on Sven is like, it's just incredible fighting power every time.
Wow.
Usually at this point you should actually just buy one bottle for a hero just to carry it on and to give your carry or mid laner to just pop it in the fight, and it's like a free item.
Dude, though, that could be the item. Solo, if he gets that Aghanims.
Aghanims?
If he gets that Aghanims and he stops those BKBs.
That is true.
You know,
that's their timing, actually.
Stop that Ghost Scepter.
Yes.
Stop, yeah, you know, the everything. If they get the vacuum into Aghanim Static Storm.
The 5-man vacuum into Centaur Stomp, into Nick Stomp, into the Disruptor ulti kinetic field. I can see them win, actually.
Can you see this?
I can.
You look into the future, you can see this happening.
I can see this. It has to start with the 5-man vacuum with the stun, though.
Well, let's see.
But if Sven is out of the thingy, he will just kill everyone. That's the problem.
He's just going to walk in with BKB.
Yeah, look at him. He's like,
got a butterfly. He's got the evasion. He's got that attack speed. He's hitting these crits for over 1k. RTZ, again, another stellar performance, 6-1 and 10. Believe in the last game he only died the once as well.
Such a solid player. Oh
He's
no,
so
yeah,
close.
gonna miss his down.
He's so close. Oh, the glimpse! Oh, you popped that BKB for this one. A Solo will fall. I mean, if they could have got that Aghanims.
All the hope is gone.
It's slowed down heavily. He's 400 gold. I mean, has he got anything that he can sell? What's he got? He could probably sell something, right, to get the Aghanims. Sell your boots. Sell your one.
I don't think you're selling anything.
Is it not that point of the game? I mean...
yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you could, but I think he needs to buy back here, so that's the problem.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he could sell everything except the Aghanims. That's the play, I guess.
Trying to go on the tide. Get the glimpse back onto S4 into the stun. Can they kill this tide off? They're focusing him down. He will be forced back. BKB on the bear.
BKB until nothing happens.
Yeah. He's keeping it on top of S4. Stopping him from really getting in. They've got to shove that Darkseer back out of there. They will. They'll get Pasha back up to the high ground. RTZ now turns, stun onto the bear. They do get the glimpse back onto the Viper. There's the vacuum static storm. They got the three of them, but the Ghost Force popped. The BKB's popped as well on crit, so they don't really care too much about the static storm. There's the Ravage from S4, sending the tentacles out. Pasha will die. He has got buyback, uses it immediately. EG, they're still stepping forward, stun out onto the Disruptor. Ramsey's trying to get those swipes up onto Arteezy, but he just cannot stand toe-to-toe with this Sven as EG up to the high ground, on towards the bear being forced away. Arteezy commits with the BKB. Ramses is trying his best to fight back, but he's in the Nether Toxin. He cannot get those stacks up. They will get the stun from Roger onto the two of them. Ramses, he's back in, but again, has to back off immediately. He cannot lock down onto a target. EG, get the space to take the range racks. And looks to be the melee racks as well here in the middle lane. As Pasha, more vacuum, only the stun follow-up onto the tide.
Just hit the tide.
It did nothing. That's Ramses. Does look to S4. S4 is going to be feared down to the low ground though by the Lone Druid Bear. So EG, they'll get that racks and will get out with no casualties.
I like how Sume is just throwing Nether Toxin and just hanging out with the boys. Got nothing to do.
That's the Viper life, you know.
Oh. I wonder if this is how my gameplay looks every game, actually. I was just there.
I'm afraid it is, yeah. It's not impressive.
Now that I look at it myself, you know, I was like, oh man, this is so boring. It's like he just throws Nether Toxin, puts some poison in them.
I mean, when you're in the game, is it much more high intense as a Viper?
I think in the game,
I got those creeps good.
It's more fun, honestly. You just throw the Nether Toxin and the creeps just die and you get gold.
Yeah.
The happiest feeling in the world.
That's it. How's the Aghanims looking on the Disruptor? I'm still just... Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he got it.
He
now.
did
He's-
sell some
He did.
stuff.
He did sell everything.
He
but
did.
Honestly, I think this is their only chance.
They have the MKB as well on the bear. If they get the vacuum, Static Storm, Stomps, you said it, everything,
Yes.
maybe.
They will win. I think any lineups will win if you get this combo off.
And you look to the future and you saw it.
Yes.
So we'll see if the prophecy comes true. So have to be careful. RTZ, he's just rolling in the dollar. 7k gold.
Walking up.
You got to get back, VP. Get back to the high ground defense. Unless you get this high ground positioning. But the ping's coming out.
All right, Pasha, Roger. Let's cluster our spawns, boys.
They've got to do it perfect. That Static Storm has to be instant. They cannot leave an opportunity for RTZ to get the BKB off. Otherwise, the team fight's over.
EG knows they're on the high ground. They don't really want to push in.
Yeah.
It's a bad angle because VP has the perfect vision on this high ground. Easy to hit their spells. That is close to refresher too.
Yes.
That is gonna be a big item.
Talking about the tight S4. Just get approached. They do
think
glimpse
you
him
shouldn't
back.
commit the ulti yet. Yeah, they're still waiting with their combo. They
holding
realize
it.
they actually need more than the tide.
They're waiting for the bait
They
for
could
the
have
setup.
killed the tide, but they really need more than the heroes.
Yeah, you use that Static Storm then, and then EG's going to play around it. They're
Yeah.
going to know that they've got this window to go. There's a DD on the Sven too, RTZ.
That's the room control I talked about. Is so strong. He even synergizes with his ultimate because he gets base strength, and the DD just adds double to that pretty much.
Got that AoE surge going, of course. Will certainly help with the positioning for VP. VP still trying to play from this high ground advantage, but you don't think EG's going to fall for this ever?
They will never run up that high ground. There's no chance. This high ground they might because it's a better angle for them.
Still looking very dark this area
Oh,
in the
they
map
pushed
for
the
EG.
DD.
TZ gets forced down to low ground. They do get the glimpse on him. He is going to put the BKB just to make sure he doesn't get glimpsed out of position. So that's the BKB charge down on the
That's really
Sven.
good poking by VP. They got the BKB out from Sven, and Sven doesn't really feel good about fighting without his BKB anymore.
No.
If VP presses the issue here and forces the Roche fight, I think they're gonna have a
I mean,
bit of an
can you
edge
just
here.
go in as Ramses, go for the Roche, and know that you've got this team fight behind it?
I think you should go for the Roche.
Okay.
Just force the fight. This is your best timing for
Oh
this.
boy, this could be huge for VP if they get away with it. Eswell's going to walk in.
Yeah, S4 wants to bait himself. He has buyback, so he can buy back to the fight.
He wants to be Static Storm.
Yes, pretty much he wants.
And he is going to.
Oh,
They're actually going to
did
pop
get-
it, but they got the Aegis. The Static Storm's down to S4. BKB's going to be popped from Ramses as well as the O. S4 falling low, but he's able to force up to the high ground. S4 will survive for now. Back in the river, RTZ trying to come in onto no one. The Lotus Storm is going to send the stun back. They were able to glimpse RTZ as well away from the lone Druid. So RTZ is separated from the rest of them
Scrappy fight.
still. No one is being played around with by Crit. Crit's BKB is about to wear off. Pasha,
Nice fill out of Ravage.
they're trying to get back in. They're on top of RTZ. RTZ's in the kinetic field. Ramses, he gets the bash off. He's got to be careful though. He's silenced. They'll get the stun upon him. Ramses, he's getting cleaved down low. Now try and turn. They've got the stun. The vacuum onto the 3. Have they got the damage? VP they have.
Oh.
They take down RTZ. They've got the kinetic field as well. Trapping flies to Mail. Fly will fall. Samael getting low as well as they get on top of the Viper. They lose the Aegis, but they should be able to kill off Samael here with the second life of Ramses as VP. Back in the game, Samael. He'll slide down to the river, but they've got their eyes on him. Glimpse from Solo brings him back
got the
towards
flank
the
off.
B. He's got his elf. He timed
he's
it.
slipping out.
Oh, he got out. Has he got out? He got out. Oh, the timing for Samael.
That was the Sumail moment I was
That
waiting
was
for the all game.
the getting
Even
out.
with Viper, Sumail makes
He-
these moments happen. Imagine that.
I mean, that's the flashiest play you'll ever see on a Viper.
Exactly.
Managing to get her out after being blitzed
Amazing.
back.
It's actually amazing how VP actually won this fight.
I mean, they
it comes
are-
down to them poking first steps to BKB, EG not willing to be like take a proper fight. Like they were like iffy about it. Should we go in? Should we not go in without BKB?
Look at this again. We're going to get to see this this instant blink, as you say, timing it perfectly with the glimpse.
I think
you-
Disruptor fucked up. He should have hit him.
Boom! He's out of
Wow.
there. And I think he was going to know, and he kind of gave it a oh,
Oh, oh,
oh, that was good.
that was decent. Wow. In those moments, you're like shocked. How did he blink like that?
Yeah.
I mean, the Disruptor should have hit the Viper at the same time he glimpsed him. So
Hang on.
that's his misplay.
Ramses will be forced to BKB. I mean, VP, they really wanted to try and get that buyback out of RTZ, but EG as a 4-man will be able to hold, and RTZ doesn't need to buy back.
I completely dismissed the Aghanim's potential of this Disruptor hero.
It's so big, isn't it?
It is actually huge.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it at all. Like, this actually gives VP a chance to win the game.
It does. I was saying it.
Like,
And it's the solo. If anyone's going to get the perfect stat, it's solo. This is the man that you want on Disruptor holding the Aghanim.
This is the man.
This is the man. Still, you got those big items as well. The fact you've still got that Refresher Shard and Cheese ready to rock on Ramses. He has this double BKB, double Enrage.
Yeah, Refresher Shard is actually better than Aegis on Ursa. Because you get double ulti, you get double BKB, like Blink, Abyssal, everything. Like, you have all your spells love Refresher
Like,
Shard.
if you commit it perfectly, you should kill whoever you're on, right?
Yeah,
you
exactly. You can kill whoever you want with this combo, actually.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the blink, so he actually has to run in, so it's not that efficient, but at the same time, like, it's just strong.
Have you ever taken the plus 600 AoE Earth shot?
I have, but I think it's not that good.
Not even with Oxarine? I mean...
Oh yeah, I could think about it after in Corsa. I think you can leave the game at that point.
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
I think your team already has. You know.
I mean, having the enraged talent, it feels like you have a second BKB.
It's
when you
80%?
80% is...
80%?
You almost have BKB.
You know, there's a reason why there's that patch, wasn't there, where Valve removed all the status resistance stuff. You know, the stuff that stayed in, it's pretty good stuff.
I mean, the status resistance on Strength Wars, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't know why they added it.
I don't think they knew.
I actually hated it. It's like, you can't even discount, like, okay, I have a 2-second stun, but on Strength Heroes, it lasts like 1.8 seconds.
I mean, that's maths I don't want to do.
Heroes, it actually lasts 1.9, okay? I was like, why? But I'm glad they removed it. Now it's from the items only, so that's good.
Yeah. And these sort of talents. So
yeah, talents
if there's anything that says status resistance on that, you take it.
That is reasonable though, because you can play around that. Like, it's not like
sure, it's not permanent. It's not like the permanent uptime.
I did enjoy this Sven with all the strength. You had like 50% status resistance. Like, that was good times.
Yeah. Well, look at this game anyway as well. Yeah, win probability. I mean, this is the kind of game we hope for between these two teams.
For sure. I mean, this almost feels like a playoff game, honestly. Yeah. A shame.
Basher. Form up the Lone Druid complete. So they've got that extra lockdown. I mean, if they get the two bears onto someone, you know, Nullifier is going to be there for Ramses as well. Obviously, at the moment he's sort of struggling with the slots. Has to make sure he has space for the Refresher Shard, as that will be the big play that allows him to delete a hero out of the team fight. The 25 coming up for the Earth Spirit. I mean, I imagine
what's that even?
You take the grip.
Volley, stun duration, geometric grip.
You take the grip target's allies, right? Don't you, to save them from the
Earth?
I mean,
if you can grip him out of the kinetic field, that would be really big.
I don't think you can, right?
It's one of those things you.
I mean, you're the pro.
Really
I mean, come on. What are you asking me? You're the analytical expert.
No, true. I'm the analyst here.
I don't think you could. Can you force stuff out of kinetic field? No.
No.
So.
Like, geometric grip is.
It's a weird thing.
It's like,
I don't think
this is like a baby.
There's probably
of
someone from Valve watching right now, and they're like, I don't know.
I mean,
the guy who put the talent in the game,
I'm sure they don't know. Like,
they don't know.
There's no doubt in my mind they would know this interaction, because there's so many random interactions in Dota. You just have to learn all of them. But it kind of makes the game fun too. It's like not everything is the same. Like, you have like. It's random stuff happening. I mean, all the fun games are random anyway, you know. It's like Dota Auto Chess is fun because it's all RNG. You can just blame the RNG for that, you know. Stuff happening.
No, Artifact is fun because okay.
No.
I'm only joking, game. It's a joke.
I thought Auto Chess
liked it.
The released game.
What though? Yeah, wow. I'm sure they'll love that. Auto Chess is the new Dota 2, you know.
New Artifact.
Yeah. The new everything. The new chess, you know. We're going to have all these chess experts moving over, you know.
I would love to see a segment with Magnus Carlsen coming to play some Dota.
I'm still hunting for the Enigma.
Oh boy.
Let's see, Arteezy. What does he do now? I mean, is there anything you can buy?
I think it's pretty much capped. The only thing he could buy is Satanic at this point and replace the Blink or Travels. But at the same time, these two, Travel and Blink, like travel movement speed is pretty big. Also, actually, under my thing, if you upgrade your travel boost to travel 2, you get 3% more extra movement speed.
3%?
3%.
I mean,
there is some room to scale still, alright?
That's true.
Alright, looks like the fight might happen now.
I start with this blink.
Oh, they see all of them on a ward.
Oh my goodness, they do this ward. Oh, he's got
found the ward though.
He does. They're still going to jump though. Solo.
Okay, Solo.
He's going to put the Static Storm down for crit. See if they can get rid of this Earth Spirit. The stun though is holding back Ramses. They do kill him off. That's Earth Spirit going to buy back Arteezy. Cuts down the Nyx Assassin though. No one tries to go for Fly. He'll commit upon him. Ramses is trying to chase down Sumail. They've got the Abyssal Blade down upon him. Arteezy's trying to help out Sumail with a Ravage. S4. He trips them up. Gets the kill on the Ursa.
He messed up the refresher. He didn't BKB.
He didn't. So the Ravage was able to come through from S4. See if he can get more. They'll turn towards Pasha. Pasha trying his best to surge away. Gets up to the high ground. No one's in on the front with the bear. Crip rolls forward. Roger looks for the stun. Lines it up perfectly onto Sumail and Arteezy. No one has the bear moving forward. The root as well. The bash holding now Sumail. Sumail falls to the side. VP, they've got the AoE surge. They'll glimpse back Sumail. Sumail is dead. Sumail buys back. Ramses with the BKB. Commits forward for Arteezy. Arteezy is in trouble. He's dead. He buys back as well. As they'll keep the fight going, EG, they want to try and turn. They're losing a lot of kills here. Ramses moving forward with that Iron Shell upon him. The stacks onto S4. S4 has got the Ghost
Scepter. Double cast.
But they'll weight it down. The cask is slowing down the progression. Pasha's in though. Drags back the tide into the stun. The Hex is out. They've caught out Ramses. Can they kill him off? They're forced by the high ground, but he gets the cheese off. He's back up to full health. Runs towards Fly. Into the river they go. The vision there for the glimpse back. Fly. Back into the radiant half of the map. They're paralyzing cast. The cast. The bounces. It's rooting them all, but the Static Storm is down. It's caught the four of them, but it doesn't matter. Ramses still falls. Roger. 3-man stun. EG, they're incredibly low. The fear. Knocking back the three of them. Disabling from the back. No one gets the bash. Arteezy though, the stun. Has he got the damage? He's trying to kill Pasha. Pasha's still alive in a vacuum. EG, they're so low. But VP, do they actually have the ways to finish these kills? Arteezy glimpse back. Roger has the stun follow up. Arteezy is dead without buyback. S4 as well, trying to retreat back up to the high ground. They're so low. Pasha again. He's got the wraparound. He's going to have vacuum back up in a second. They've got Roger in the river.
VP needs to go. No bear on the laundry. They actually just need to get out.
And you've killed the Sven twice.
Oh, despite though, both of the carries dying without buyback. 4 buybacks on EG's side. It's a pretty good fight for VP.
It's yeah, the amount of buybacks, you certainly consider that a win for VP. Absolutely. Because when this Ursa is back up, EG cannot afford to take another fight like that.
Yeah, definitely not. The Sven is actually too key for EG's fight. It's interesting how these late game fights pan out. It's like this Sven kills a couple of heroes with cost rank, but when it runs out, he kind of doesn't have the damage anymore. And when the buybacks come in, it's like when the fights continues like this, it kind of favors VP a little.
Because how many buybacks? So it's what, 4 buybacks used in total?
4 buybacks on EG and 2 buybacks on VP.
Only the side that didn't use the buyback S4. He's short of the gold though if he needs to be. I mean, at the end of the day, if the fight is lost and the others are dying, it doesn't really matter.
He's getting close to his 25 talent too. It's a real game changer. Either one you take is really strong. 250 damage or 25% cooldown reduction, refresher, your ravage, everything.
I mean, you have to take the cooldown reduction, right? I mean, 250 damage is so much with the anchor smash, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
It is so much.
I personally prefer the damage for sure.
I mean, it's the way more fun one.
You have like potential to just solo kill heroes all of a sudden. Like you just combine that with some Daedalus and suddenly you crit like crazy. But I feel like this game is not the Daedalus game because you risk just getting bursted.
I just can't believe what we're seeing from both of these teams. We're at the 60-minute mark, match. 24 to 25. This is why he turned up to the office today. For stuff like this.
I could have done with 20-minute game. Alright, looks like the road fight is happening.
And S4's
it. Oh, double refresh.
It does. He's got the first ravage. There's going to be the second one. Can they get the kill in time? They're on top of him. Is there any way that he can say it like the Stylus with the Static Storm? They've caught the 3 of them out. Ramses gets the army turns. There's going to be Sumail dead. He gets the kill on the grid as well. 2 dead on EG. S4 tries to slide out, but no one's chasing him. Passion's on top of him. S4 in trouble. He's getting blocked off.
They're cutting the Sven too.
Arteezy's also out of mana. The nullifier slowing him down. Popped upon him. The stun from the Nyx Assassin won't catch him. Arteezy has
S4 no buyback either.
But it's 3
heroes
dead
down, no buyback.
Without buyback. VP may have finally done it.
Has to be GG.
But does it
pack it up,
does it? Game. I mean,
yeah. They have 3.
But have you seen Arteezy's Sven 1 versus? If he gets the perfect angle.
I mean, maybe
the
this
5-man stun.
Maybe this is the perfect anime comeback setup, okay? Arteezy, okay, being down 3 heroes, facing the inevitable doom against the powerhouse of CIS VP. He's gonna buy the refresher, refresh his ulti, just go absolute ham, like play out the anime music right now.
Here we go.
Where's
Here we go.
Envy? Where's Envy
Oh, he's
when you
going for
need
the
him?
base.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
Is
the interesting
that-
play. But
oh,
the
that's-
Lone Druid
oh.
pushes pretty fast.
I mean, that's sort of like the anime finale that you're disappointed to see. I mean,
I'm
that's
kind of
the-
disappointed. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's-
I can see the fire
Oh,
in his
no.
eyes, you know,
Yeah, they should have
taking his sword in his hand and fucking slashing them down.
No.
Instead, we get boring base race.
Okay, he'll TP back now, though.
Okay, he's back, but no ult.
He's ready. That was sort of the episode before the finale. This is the real finale.
Yeah. All right, we're going. We're going.
Oh. 20 seconds and they've got the team back up.
Oh, but the throne is dying.
They're losing the throne.
They're
Static
losing the
Storm's down.
throne.
It's
No.
all over this game.
No.
GG is called. VP.
VP striking back.
They absolutely did in this game. Honestly. And I got us Solo. I mean, Solo getting the Aghanims on the Disruptor, the game changer.
Solo was the key in winning
And-
this game.
and
actually.
Ramses.
Props to him. Ramses.
So, we'll let him off.
outstanding
We'll let him
performance.
off for that refresher shard slip up.
I mean,
other than
the
that,
refresher shard was questionable.
Oh,
To be
okay,
fair, it's
okay.
like a fuck up. It's like you could when you used to BKB and ulti, you could already refresh, you know, so you don't have to do it clutch. like this. It's like, yeah, you
come
know,
on, yeah, that's not
some of
too
these
hard on the
things-
kid here. Because they did it. VP did it.
I mean, I'm not too hard on him. I think he's the best carry in the world.
I mean, in games like that, you certainly
Definitely
see
the
it.
best carry in the world.
What a game too. I mean, VP being able to bring it back as they did, getting that late game win. I mean, when they go for a draft like this with the Lone Druid, is this what VP's expecting to sort of set him for?
I think they expected to run them down a bit earlier, and when it comes to these super late game situation scenarios, like anything can happen pretty much. Like it depends all on spellcasting. For example, like they wanted the Ursa without buyback. They actually got double Ravage on him, but there was no follow up in this fight for some reason. I think Arteezy was too late to the party, and you know, suddenly it just turned out Ursa pops Enrage and BKB, and they just all die.
And now, for both of these teams, 1-1. One game away from going home and one game away from moving to the main stage.
That is gonna be interesting.
It's-
I mean, there's so much in line here.
There really is. If anything was to go by that last game, certainly showed us that this series is stepping up to be something phenomenal. We are going to get a game 3, and of course you will. You'll join me for that one as well, Matu? You
I mean, of course,
find time in your
kinda
schedule?
have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but okay. You know, you don't have to be happy to be here. But
Yeah, it's like.
we'll be back for game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. 1-1 at the moment between EG and VP. We'll see you soon for the third match.